您现在收看的是华视教育文化频道，接下来要播出的是商用英语会话上。
Hi students, welcome back. I'm so glad you're back and we have a great lesson for you today.
Yes, today's lesson is going to be very useful. Now, let's review what we did last week.
Okay, that would be
We had
good.
some very helpful information on greeting people, making your first impression a good impression, and building a good reputation for your company, how to greet people. But today, we're going to learn ways to introduce yourself to other people, and your friends to other people, and introduce yourself to someone you knew a long time ago.
OK, 上星期我们学到了向人打招呼问候。那今天我们要学到如何自我介绍，还有介绍别人。我们先来看 today's chapter focus.
To learn appropriate ways to introduce yourself and ways of responding.
第一个学习的焦点就是我们要学习怎么样向人家自我介绍，以及别人介绍给你了，你怎么回应。
Number 2, to learn appropriate ways to introduce others to your foreign visitors.
OK， 接下去第二个重点，我们要学习怎么样介绍别人给你的外国访客。
Number 3, to learn a right way to respond in reintroducing yourself to someone you met a long time ago.
第三个我们要学习的重点就是怎么样把在 reintroducing yourself， 就是再一次的介绍你自己给一个你曾经介绍过自己给他认识，但是他却把你忘记了，这种情况我们怎么做自我介绍？ Well, are we ready for today's lesson?
Yes, I think so. Conversation 1 today, we're going to see Tom Anderson is visiting James, who is the president of the company. And now he will introduce all of the colleagues to Mr. Anderson.
Okay, there are two keywords here, one keyword here, and I would like to take a closer look. Okay, 待会我们的conversation 是谈到了就是公司的这个老板他怎么样接待接待一个外国访客，然后把外国访客介绍给他公司的同事。刚刚用了一个字叫做 colleague. Well, Robin, maybe you can give us some more explanation on this keyword.
Yes, a colleague is a person who works with you, maybe in the same office or organization or the same department that you work in. That's your colleague.
Okay, colleague 就是同事，只要是跟你在同一个工作的公司单位office 或者是部门，这跟你一起工作的人，你都可以叫做 colleague。
So Lisa and I, we are colleagues.
Yes, and I enjoy working with my colleagues. They are nice people. Okay, colleagues 就是你的同事。有时候 we can use say co-workers or other words same meaning for.
Yes, colleague, co-worker, either one is fine.
Okay, all right. Right now, let's watch our first conversation. Okay, conversation 1.
Hi, Lisa. I'd like you to meet Mr. Tom Anderson.
Yes, we haven't had the privilege of meeting.
Mr. Anderson, this is Lisa, our personnel manager.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Anderson.
Just call me Tom. It's a pleasure to meet you, too.
Lisa, Tom comes from Mayflower. He's the general manager of Mayflower in San Francisco. He'll be spending a week with us.
That's great. I hope you'll have a successful trip.
Thank you.
Tom, Lisa just returned from her annual leave.
Great. Where did you go on vacation?
Seattle.
It's a nice place, isn't it?
It sure is. All my family just loved it and didn't want to come back.
I don't doubt that. Did you have the chance to visit our branch office in Seattle?
No, this trip was purely for pleasure. Maybe next time I will.
Tom, I have a few more colleagues I want you to meet.
It was very nice talking to you, Lisa.
I enjoyed it too.
There are some helpful tips whenever you are being introduced to a business partner. So let me explain these. It's important that you keep good eye contact. If someone's introducing you, don't look around behind them at other people in the office. Put your focus on the person you're being introduced to.
刚刚老师说到了，就是有几个他想要提醒我们的，就是当你自我介绍的时候，你的 eye contact 要看着对方来自我介绍，不要自我介绍的同时眼睛乱瞄，这是不好的。
And a second thing to watch out for is your body language. You don't want to slump over or look lazy or tired. You want to look energetic and don't look angry with your arms crossed. So watch your body language.
OK， 你的 body language 这就是你的手势姿态也是非常重要的。在商场上自我介绍的时候，你总是要表现得非常合适的一个表情姿态哈，不要觉得没有无精打采的，也不要觉得一副很拽的样子哈。我想在这个商场上的自我介绍，还有一个就是 you need to show your confidence in yourself. More.
And another thing is to remember to smile. A smile says a lot.
OK, smile. 很重要，就是微笑哈。当你认识新的访客，在商场的当中跟人家自我介绍的时候，你不单单有 eye contact， 你不单单有很好的一个 body language control 的非常好，还有一个很重要的就是你的 smile。Smile is very important, right? Is there any more tips that you want to give our students?
Yes, one more that I think this is important. When you're being introduced, make sure you really are listening carefully. They're going to say their name, and you really should listen to make sure you can understand their name.
All right. 刚刚老师说，最后他要讲的就是你自我介绍的时候，你也要听别人讲什么。You need to listen. 然后知道别人的名字是什么，别人的工作是什么。So that was a great tips. Okay, all right. Robin, have you ever had that experience that you know someone you have met before, but you just can't remember where did you meet them and what their names are?
Yes, I have, and it's very embarrassing for both people. But the best thing you can do is admit it and say, I'm sorry, and just go on from there.
OK， 有时候你就会忘记别人的名字哈，这种经验，他说你就是承认说我忘记了 ，admit it, I'm sorry, I forgot your name, and you can ask him to introduce themselves again. Well, anyway, we have so much to learn today. In our next conversation, we're going to learn how to reintroduce yourself to someone you have met long time ago. Okay.
Tom sees this person that he remembers he has met this person. It was at a conference in San Francisco, but he cannot remember her name. That's in this next skit we're going to see.
Yeah, he has forgotten her name. OK， 待会我们要来学到的这个看的这个短句呢，就是Tom 他看到一个人在办公室是从前见过的，但是他忘记了他的名字。OK， 我们先来看这个短句 Conversation 2。
Tom, good to see you again.
Hello. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name.
I'm Sally Thompson. Remember, we met at the conference last year in San Francisco.
San Francisco. Oh, yes. I remember now.
So what brings you here?
I just flew in last night, and I'm going to be spending a week here visiting agents.
It's really good to see you in Taiwan.
It's good to see you again, too.
Well, I hope you enjoy your time here.
I'm sure I will.
In the last skit, we saw Tom do the right thing. He had forgotten Sally's name. He did it right. He admitted what happened. I've forgotten your name. And he went on.
OK， 刚刚我们看到的这个短句是很正确的哈。当 Tom 忘记了这个人的名字的时候，他就 admitted 承认说 I'm sorry, I have forgotten your name. OK， 这个是一个 key word forgotten.
Forget, forgot, forgotten. To be unable to remember a fact or particular information. Here are some examples. I'm sorry, I've forgotten your birthday.
She has forgotten where she's parked her car. OK， 刚刚我们看到的这个生字是 forgotten。forgotten 是forget 的过去分词 forget, forgot, forgotten。OK， 然后我们给你们几个例句哈。I'm sorry that I have forgotten your birthday。很抱歉，我把你的生日给忘记了。为什么要用 have forgotten？ 因为已经忘记了。OK， 老师又用了另外一个句子说 She has forgotten where she's parked her car. OK， 也忘记她车子停在哪里。There's another keyword I want you to learn about this keyword flew.
Flew, fly, flew, flown. It means to travel by plane. We flew from Los Angeles to Dallas to attend an annual conference.
Okay, we have more keywords and phrases to learn. Maybe we should move on to our next section, keywords and phrases.
Privilege.
Special right or benefit that is only available to a particular person. Or something nice that you feel lucky to have.
Parking in this street is the privilege of the residents who live in this community.
住在这社区的人都有权停车在这条街上。
Pleasure.
Something that gives happiness, enjoyment, or satisfaction.
It is my pleasure to welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Tim Watson.
这是我的荣幸，欢迎我们的讲员 Tim Watson 先生。
Annual leave.
Days of leave with pay that an employee has the right to take each year by law or under his contract of service. Sometimes also called privilege leave or paid leave.
The manager of the department has just returned to work from his annual leave.
部门的经理刚刚休完年假回来。
Branch office.
A local office or a shop of a business, also called branch.
Our company is planning to open a new branch office in Shanghai.
我们的公司准备在上海开分公司。
Purely.
Only, simply, just.
This trip was purely for pleasure, not for business.
这趟行程纯粹是游玩，不是为了公务。OK， 同学们，刚刚你看到了这些key words， 我们用英文解释，你是不是觉得很有趣，对不对？像这么一个 purely 这个字，你知道它的意思就是 only， 就是 simply， 就是 just 的意思。所以用英文来解释一个单字是非常非常能够增加你词汇量，也能够帮助你学习的一个很好的方法。我希望同学这学期会有全新的一个学习的方式，学习 keyword and phrases. And right now I'm going to repeat those keywords you're going to read it in English first. I'm going to translate in Chinese, and we're going to give another example. Okay, here we go.
Privilege.
特权。
It was a privilege to attend this meeting.
参加这个公司的这个会议是我十分荣幸。
Pleasure.
荣幸。
It was such a pleasure to meet your family.
很开心可以和你的家人认识。
Annual leave.
年假。
The employees of this company get a 2-week annual leave.
这个公司的员工享有2周的年假。
Branch office.
分公司。
I used to work at a local branch office of a large bank.
我过去在当地的一家大银行工作。
Purely.
单纯地。
We made this decision purely for financial reasons.
我们做这个决定，单纯的或者是纯粹的，就是为了财务的考量。All right, I think we're going to take a little break before we move on to our next section, similar expressions. OK， 这是老师最喜欢的单元。我们来看，有很多的方式 you can express yourself, you can introduce yourself. For example, I would say, "Excuse me, are you Mr. White?"
No, I'm afraid you have the wrong person.
OK， 老师用了 "Excuse me", "Excuse me" 翻译成中文应该可以这么说，就是不好意思，或者是打扰一下。你是 Are you so and so? Are you Mr. White? 他说 No, I'm afraid you have the wrong person. 他说对不起，你可能找错人了。I am not Mr. White. OK, what about next one? I can say Hello, are you Mr. Brown?
Yes, I am.
OK， 如果是他就很简单了哈，你可以就直接用 Hello, are you so and so? OK， 或者是你可以用比较正式的方式说 May I introduce myself to you? I'm Lisa Xu.
Nice to meet you, Miss Xu.
All right， 我们就用 May I introduce myself？ 还有一个我们可以说的是I don't think we have met. I'm Sharon Huang.
Hi, Miss Huang. Nice to meet you.
OK， 刚刚Robin 老师做了一个非常好的范例哈，就是当我说 I don't think we have met because I know that we haven't met. So, and I also give her my name. I say, I'm Sharon Huang. And she immediately used my name. She said, hello, hi, Miss Huang. That was a nice way to respond it. And 她还有同时又说了 pleased to meet. 很高兴跟你见面。Okay, now we move into how do you introducing others to your foreign visitor? OK， 介绍别人，介绍第三者给你的这个访客认识。刚刚我们看到了一些就是在 dialogue 里头，绘画里头，我们看到了老板怎么介绍外国访客给他的同事，还或者是同事给外国访客。现在我们来看这些练习。
This is Tim Watson from America.
OK， 可能有第三者在这边，那个人叫 Tim Watson， 他从美国来，所以老板就介绍说 This is the Tim Watson， 这是谁，从哪里来？那他就可以怎么说呢？我回答，如果我是 Tim Watson， 我就可以说 How do you do?
May I introduce my colleague to you?
OK， 我可以介绍 May I introduce？ 我可以介绍我的谁给你认识吗？那我这个人我就可以说 Oh yes, please. OK， 表示说 I like to know him. I like to know them. I like to know them. So please.
Let me introduce Tina Zhou, our marketing director, to you.
OK， 刚刚 Robin 老师这边用了说 Let me introduce Tina Zhou 或Zhou, our marketing director to you. 他特别强调了他给他一个工作的他的 title marketing director， 同时说出来，这是商场上常常这么 介绍，特别是把他的名字之外，也介绍他的职称。那个对方就可以说 ，Oh, I have been wanting to meet her，表示一点我也很想认识她的意思。
I'd like you to meet Mr. Chun, our production manager.
I'd like you to meet Mr. Chun, our production manager. Again, he also gives the job title when he introduced that person to you. Job title, and 他说 I love that， 我很喜欢也是一个很好的回应。I love that.
I want you to meet my secretary Sally.
他是说有 secretary 在旁边，他说 I want you to meet my secretary， 他的名字叫 Sally。然后对方就要说一个回应的话，他就可以说 Hi Sally， 还可以说 Hi Sally, nice to meet you 这样子的回应。这是当你介绍第三个人在场的时候，你要介绍给外国访客，可以用任何这些你都可以用May I introduce so and so to you， 或 I like you to meet so and so， 或者是 I want you to meet， 这些都是非常好的。那现在会有一种情况发生，就是你介绍过你自己给这个人，但是他忘记了你是谁，这时候你要 reintroducing yourself. We'll see what to do.
Mr. Johnson, hello.
Hello. Forgot your name. 就停顿，这个表示我忘记你了。
We met at the annual conference last year in Hawaii.
We met.他用了 we met， 就是表示过去我认识过你在哪里。那回答的人可以这么说 Oh, yes. Sorry, I don't remember your name. 我忘记了你的名字。Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Tammy Young from ABC Company.
Oh, yes. Nice to see you again. 我这里用了 again， 就表示这个人可能还记得你表示是再一次见面的了All right, this is a great tips, great phrase, expressions, so you should learn. So next time when you introduce yourself or introduce others to your foreign visitors or reintroducing yourself to your foreign visitors, you know how to do it.
And here are some helpful tips you can remember whenever you are being introduced to someone. The first thing is you should practice saying their name immediately. As soon as they tell you, I'm Mary, you should immediately say, Hello, Mary.
That's a very good tip. 当别人介绍说我是谁的时候，一个客气的办法，一个非常正确的表达方式是你马上要用他的名字。这是客气的，也是很礼貌的。就是他说 I'm Mary， 你马上就说 Oh, hi Mary. What about sometimes a foreign visitor, they say a lot, their name is so long and our student can catch their name. What do we do in this situation?
It's perfectly fine right then to stop and say, could you say that again a little more slowly for me and practice it. It's okay.
万一他的名字好长，你听不懂，你就可以用老师刚刚说的说，Can you say your name one more time again? Can you say your name again? Can you speak slower?
And it will also help if you repeat their name one more time in closing. Like, it was nice to meet you, Mary. This will help you remember.
And there was one other tip, Robin. That's what I did when I was in the business field. When I introduced myself to foreign visitor, we will exchange name cards. So sometimes I forgot their name. I can read their name card, so I can pronounce it. And sometimes still their name is the pronunciation. Sometimes I have trouble with that. I can ask them to say it again. 刚刚老师说的，在商场上交换名片是第一步，所以你可以把名片拿在手上，他的名字，Mr. 如果忘了，你就可以说How do you pronounce your last name, your surname 之类的哈。All right, this is what we cover for now, and we're going to replay our conversations.
Hi, Lisa. I'd like you to meet Mr. Tom Anderson.
Yes, we haven't had the privilege of meeting.
Mr. Anderson, this is Lisa, our personnel manager.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Anderson.
Just call me Tom. It's a pleasure to meet you, too.
Lisa, Tom comes from Mayflower. He's the general manager of Mayflower in San Francisco. He'll be spending a week with us.
That's great. I hope you'll have a successful trip.
Thank you.
Tom, Lisa just returned from her annual leave.
Great. Where did you go on vacation?
Seattle.
It's a nice place, isn't it?
It sure is. All my family just loved it and didn't want to come back.
I don't doubt that. Did you have the chance to visit our branch office in Seattle?
No, this trip was purely for pleasure. Maybe next time I will.
Tom, I have a few more colleagues I want you to meet.
It was very nice talking to you, Lisa.
I enjoyed it too.
Hello, Tom. Good to see you again.
Hello, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name.
I'm Sally Thompson. Remember, we met at the conference last year in San Francisco.
San Francisco. Oh, yes, I remember now.
So what brings you here?
I just flew in last night, and I'm going to be spending a week here visiting agents.
It's really good to see you in Taiwan.
It's good to see you again, too.
Well, I hope you enjoy your time here.
I'm sure I will.
Okay, Robin, this time it's your turn.
Okay. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Robin Watson.
Nice meeting you, Mrs. Watson.
Hello, Dr. Xu. It's nice to meet you. My name is Robin Watson. Please call me Robin.
Okay, Robin. Please call me Lisa. Okay, 刚刚我们做了 your turn， 就是做一些自我介绍的练习。We have more for you to learn. Okay, 我们来看 your turn.
Henry, this is Allison.
Hi, Allison. Pleased to meet you.
Lisa, I'd like to introduce you to Tom.
Yes, please.
You know Martin Cox, don't you?
No, I've never met him.
How do you do, Mr. Cox?
It's nice to meet you, Mr. White.
Hi, Mary. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Sam here. Okay, now that I think we need to say goodbye to our students. Before we do that, Robin, can you take a few seconds to help our students to review what we have learned today?
Today's lesson really focused on all of those introductions. We learned ways you can introduce yourself.
Like I said, may I introduce myself? I'm Lisa Xu.
We also learned some ways you can introduce your business partners, your co-workers, your colleagues, to the foreign guest or business partner.
Yeah, this is Tim Watson from America.
We also learned how to reintroduce yourself if it's been a long time since you've met someone.
Yeah, we can say we met at somewhere, TESOL conference last year in Japan. So those things is what we learned today. And students, we hope you come back next week. We have a great lesson for you. Enjoy learning English with us. Bye-bye. You have a good day.
Bye-bye.
「想做的事情有很多，却苦无文凭在手中。国立空中进修学院免试入学， 透过媒体学习，替自己找寻第二专长，不影响工作，又可获得国立文凭，让你想做什么都可以。知识是永远带不走的财富，想念书永远不嫌晚。国立空中进修学院欢迎你。
您现在收看的是